My name's John Hogan. I go by Mo, and most people call me Mo, and I won't tell you where that came from. But I was at Hale from 1968 to 1979, and I guess the class of 72 was probably the second sophomore English group that I had, because I taught sophomore English, I coached swimming, and was assistant football coach. I left there in 79 and went out to East Central as the head football coach out there, and Coach Jack Kreider went with me, and he's since passed. And I was there for 3 years, and then left in '82 and got out of the school business, got in the insurance business, and now we have my wife and I have an independent insurance agency in Owasso. We go by J.P. Hogan Insurance LLC. We're an affiliate of Rich and Cartmill. It's the largest independent agency in the state of Oklahoma, and we sell property and casualty, both commercial and residential. Matter of fact, we're kind of like a blind dog in a meat house. We can smell it. Hobby-wise, I chased bass fishing, tournament bass fishing pretty heavy for a number of years, and I still have a bass boat and fish, but I don't fish as hard as I used to. And to say, we live in Owasso, and I got 2 8-year-old grandsons that play for the Cubs, and they pretty much take a lot of time, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have grandkids at this point. I can't understand how you young kids can have those grandkids.
Any of the teachers, coaches from back then you still keep up with quite a bit?
Rod Replogel lives in Owasso, and I see Rod's one of my customers. He does bathtub. Mike Pounds lives in Owasso. I see him from time to time. Joe Gill is on my email list, so jokes go back and forth every day. John Porterfield lives north of Owasso. He lives up at Oologah and still races horses a little bit. And about the only time I'll see Port is when I go crappie fishing and the crappie spawn's on, and you can go in one particular cove, and he's always going to be in there fishing.
Wally Knapp, and I taught at Hale from the beginning up to 1986, and I coached baseball and basketball, golf, assistant in football, and I taught history and geography and driver's education, and you name it. I did just about everything there, and I enjoyed my whole stay at Hale. I was athletic director the last couple of years, and I enjoyed almost all of that. Not quite, but almost all of that. I tried to get Mo to stay with us, but he left us and went to East Central. And I wish he'd have stayed with us. But anyway, my kids all graduated from Hale and Oklahoma State University. All 3 of them fellas that used to play with us have passed away. Glenn Chowns and Harmon Leslie both passed away, and they played with us all the time. But that's just about it. I've had a good life. I hope everybody out there is as happy about things as I am.
Well, it's sad. It used to be the Hale Marching Hundreds, now the Hale Marching 15 and a half, I guess. And, I saw them, they came up to a game at Owasso a couple of years ago, and they only had about 6 or 7 kids on the sidelines that weren't playing. There was probably 16 to 20 parents in the stands, and the band was just diminished. So, I mean, it's part of the way it is. I mean,
things that need to keep secrets or anything like that?
I don't know what year it was. We were sitting in the coach's office, and somebody was throwing a basketball, and it hit the clock, and the clock fell down, and when I went to put it back up to rewire, I hit these 2 wires, and the time goes click, 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 and the bell rings. I said, whoa, have we discovered something here? So I shan't tell you how often, at the end of the day, we would set the time up about 15 minutes, and the clock in the main office was not affected, but all the clocks throughout the school. So if you were getting ready to get out of class at 2:15, it would go click, click, 2:30. I said, let's go. I shouldn't have told that on you, should I?
I play cards, again, with one of the fellows that, Dan King, who was on the basketball team. Well, now he's a great big fella. Well, in high school, he was a slender guy. And
there's a lot of that going around.
Yeah, and I've lost 25 pounds too. So Mo didn't mention. I mentioned that to Mo before we got on here, and he didn't mention it. But I have lost 25 pounds.
Well, I hadn't seen you in a while. You look.
And I have to wear.
Good.
I have to wear suspenders now.
Well, you always did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Well, that's Coach West when he used to wear suspenders.
Yeah. We had 3 or 4 or 5.
I remember the day that Kreider came walking up to the office, and he had an Opal. I don't remember who made the Opal, and he was carrying the steering wheel. They pulled into the school parking lot and made the turn, and then he told her, straighten it up, straighten it up. And the nut spun off of the steering wheel, and the steering wheel came off. Fortunately, they were in the parking lot. But he walked in, he says, how the hell do you expect me to teach driver's ed if I can't get a steering wheel on the car?
Oh boy, driver's ed, that was a challenge, I guarantee you. And we had a brake on our side, and we had to sit so we could grab the steering wheel and just do that if necessary. And Lee wouldn't mind me telling this on him, would he, Mo? In the summertime once, he used to chew a little bit, and he'd have a spit cup.
Coach Schneider?
Yeah. And I'll never forget one time.
A little.
Yeah. You know, we go out for an hour, and as the students progressed, well, we'd go, we'd let them drive further on the expressways or Sand Springs or Okmulgee and come back in an hour, and then they'd get a new. Well, he came back. Car pulled up, and he jumped out mad. Something had happened, and the spit cup had spilled on. Boy, he came out of it. He was upset. But
did you ever have a wreck?
No, I didn't. But, oh gosh.
Any names?
We were. I don't remember who the girl was. We were where Target was. I guess Target is on what's that, Yale? And there was a car in front of us that signaled to turn right. So it was a brand new car, headed that day, and hadn't had a chance to test the brake. And she put her foot on the brake, and then all of a sudden, just that quick, mashed the accelerator. Smack! We hit the back of the car before I could get, my brake wasn't strong enough. So we pull up in the parking lot, and somebody calls the police, and here comes a young black lady that was brand new on the job. And I said, you're going to need help on this. Because I said, this is going to be unusual for you. She says, okay, where's your driver's license? I pulled out, we had what we call a DE10 list. We had 465 names on that list. I said, she's number 72. She says, what do I do? I said, call back up. Either that or I said, just give us a warning ticket and let us go on our way. I said, we'll take care of it. But yeah, it was unique. Then I got sideswiped one day with a brand new car also.